Good afternoon and welcome to today's session of Imagine America Radio, our continuing Career College Exposition webinar series. My name is Lee Doubleday and I'm with the Imagine America Foundation. I'm excited about today's topic, exploring career-based education and careers, sponsored by Tulsa Welding School. Tulsa Welding School has 3 locations in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Houston, Texas, and Jacksonville, Florida. Tulsa Welding School is also a 20-year partner of the Imagine America Scholarship and Award programs, having provided admissions-based financial aid to more than 5,000 enrolling Imagine America Foundation students. If you would like more information on our scholarship programs and how your students can apply for our scholarships to attend this institution, please visit our website, which is www.imagine-america.org, or you can call and email myself after this presentation. We will also be sending you a scholarship link and a PDF flyer along with the recording of this presentation tomorrow morning. But since our beginning in 1999, Imagine America remains a leading sponsor of scholarship aid to enrolling high school students. However, our country faces a serious shortage in certified workers. We hear from employers in virtually all sections of the country desperately looking for qualified employees, so we need to do more. Our partner in today's presentation again is Tulsa Welding School, but joining us today to discuss in detail this worker shortage and how Tulsa Welding School is helping meet this need is Erica Scardino. Erica is a director of high school admissions at Tulsa Welding School and has been working with high schools and in higher education for almost 20 years now, so you're in great hands today. But before turning the program over to Erica, let me outline today's agenda. Today's session of Imagine America Radio will be 30 minutes maximum, with question and answers at the end of the presentation. All participants can submit questions while this presentation is in session via the Q&A feature or the chat feature in this Zoom meeting, and you're encouraged to do so, because at the end of the presentation, or approximately 2:25 p.m., I will then present any questions offered by the participants, and we'll address as many questions as possible and provide written responses and follow-up emails if necessary. We will have a hard close at 2:30 p.m. So without taking any more time out of today's presentation, let me turn today's session over to Erica. Erica, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Lee, and good afternoon. Welcome to all of you, high school counselors and teachers, everyone in the Texas area who is interested in helping your students move ahead or get the understanding they need for where the opportunities lie in skilled trades. I'm here today to talk to you about, just like what Lee told you, not only Tulsa Welding School, but Strata Tech Education Group. It's our parent company. They own Tulsa Welding School, the largest accredited welding school in the nation. Also RSI, Refrigeration School, Inc. Again, the largest accredited HVAC and refrigeration technology school in the nation. We focus solely on skilled trades, return on investment, short-term programs, get students in and out and making a great salary. Our vision is to be the leader in integrating technology into skilled trades education. Today, I'm going to introduce you to our new curriculum for a new age called OcuWeld. Developed by welders for welders, OcuWeld offers a digital hands-on training experience via the Oculus Quest 2 gaming system that allows our students the opportunity to practice welding anywhere in the world. But first, I'm going to share with you what Gen Z is saying about skilled trades and non-traditional careers, our hands-on trade programs and their corresponding demand for these skills now, state and nationwide. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see if that moves. And there we go. So why technical education makes sense? So according to this article, which I thought was pretty neat, it's called Today's Teens Questioning the Status Quo When It Comes to College. This was put out by Presswire. It's a Vice TV channel and magazine, kind of a younger, cutting edge, hip social media platform, ECMC. But they came back with these statistics, which I thought was very interesting as we're approaching this new generation with what their options are and how they're going to contribute. This is what Gen Z students are saying. 61% say that skills-based education makes sense for today's world. 50% of Gen Z students are open to doing something other than a 4-year path. 50% are concerned about graduating with debt. 45% of Gen Z agree that an education that they can complete in a shorter period of time, 2 years or less, is preferred so that they can start their careers and earning an income sooner. When I read this article, two things stood out. Two words, two adjectives to describe Gen Z as a whole. Number one, they're practical. And number two, they are debt averse. The need for skilled trades is on the rise. By 2030, we're expected to have over 452,000 welder jobs available, electricians at almost 800,000, and HVAC, RT techs at over 400,000. We're estimating over 1.6 million people will be needed in these trades combined nationally by 2030. So as we can see here, the need is great and the demand is up. We need them. Our why statement and our mission when we go into high schools and we're talking to these students, these high school seniors, about the need is that we're truly on mission. There's a lot of need, not only infrastructurally, but also to take other jobs across different industries. I look forward to exploring with you here in just a moment. Since it's National Women's Month, we thought it appropriate to share with you, help you understand how women are emerging in the skilled trades. I know half our senior population are girls, and they're probably out there wondering too what they can do hands-on, and if this is something that's viable for them. So in honor of women and their history in our nation, starting with Rosie the Riveter, one of our most famous women welders during World War II, I want to show you this video on behalf of her story.
I was just working like a dead-end job, really.
Finally, I was like, I can't do it anymore. And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going to go be a welder.
I've never felt independence like this before. That first paycheck was like, whew, what do I do with all this?
It's been such a blessing in my life.
I'm very competitive. I want to beat the boys. I can assure you, you can do it.
If I can do it, you can do it too.
I'm a single mother, and I can do it. I know they can do it because women before me have done it.
And we are so proud of all of our women and young men who come in and they apply themselves and they work and they go to contribute to society immediately and improving their lives. Licensing and memberships, for all of you who are wondering, we are accredited. Being the largest welding school in the nation, we are accredited by Accrediting Commission of Career Schools and Colleges. We are licensed in the state of Texas by Texas Workforce Commission, also a member of American Welding Society, Better Business Bureau, and a list of others that you can find on our website. Tulsa Welding School Career Training Programs, let's get right to it. What we do very well. We're very selective about what we offer. The demand has to be super high, and we have to have the very best teaching our hands-on training. I'd like to introduce to you the Professional Welder Program. It is 7 months in length, very quick, very affordable. It teaches comprehensively MIG, TIG, stick, flux core, welder training to cover a variety of welding techniques and positions. When it comes to getting jobs as a welder, it's all about becoming certified, or actually the word is qualifications, to make sure that they are qualified in a number of positions on both plate and pipe. Electromechanical Technologies is a 9-month program. You can start out with refrigeration technologies for 7 months and then go into electromechanical. But this is your HVAC and refrigeration technology programs. We also have electrical applications, which is a 7-month program. You guys just saw the need in the slide earlier showing you how many jobs are available for electricians right now in the area for both residential and commercial electrician training. To dive in just a little bit more, to cover a little more detail about our Professional Welder Program, it is 7 months in length, as I stated before. The classes will train students in the fundamentals of welding processes. Students need to know, as a professional welder on the job market, these bulleted points. So they need to know SMAW, stick, MIG, TIG, flux core, arc welding, structural welding, pipe welding, aircraft welding, thin alloy welding, pipeline welding, all of these things that are available within the city of Houston, just a small radius around our very campus where we're located. We have a lot of fabrication jobs available. Most people, when they think welding, they think construction, you know, high rises, getting up there and building big buildings where we see sparks flying on the roads and bridges. There's so much more that they can do. Texas is the next Silicon Valley. And I know many of you are probably holding a cell phone in your hands right now. And it's interesting to know that a welder, solderer, or brazier actually touched that cell phone before you purchased it. So there are a lot of jobs out there, and we encourage you to have us come out to your school to not only inform you, but create awareness among the student population, just exactly what is welding and what are the opportunities. We have Electromechanical Technologies Program, Refrigeration Technologies Program, 7 to 9 months. Just a more comprehensive look at what's covered. You're going to learn about air conditioning, service and repair, refrigeration, service and repair, solar technologies, climate control, residential and commercial electrical installation. Upon completing this program, the students are going to be ready for careers in HVAC and refrigeration technology. For only an extra 2 months, the student can be trained for residential and commercial wiring installation. This prepares them for more opportunities in facilities maintenance and electrician type positions. Electrical applications program. This is only 7 months in length, and they can get out there and start working immediately because they are desperately needed. Completely wire a scaled down 3-bedroom home. If any of you have gone through the process of purchasing a home and you've had the ability to build one, you go in at different points during an inspection points, and they walk you through and show you how your home is being built. What's neat is that you get to actually see what the students will be doing. Is you'll see all the wiring start to go through the studs before the drywall is up. We teach our students how to do this for both residential and commercial lighting. They're going to wire a mock commercial building in accordance with applicable code right on our campus. We are building one out in Houston, and we look forward to offering this program very soon. Apply proper methods, of course, for grounding and bonding. We want to make sure no one electrocutes themselves and they're safe on the job. Learn the differences between DC and AC motors, single phase and 3-phase. Calculate load requirements for branch and feeder. Gain an understanding of the installation of various voice, data, and video cabling systems. Because if you guys are in a house that was built within the last 5 years, most of them come standard now with a smart box, smart technology that can be wired to an app, especially alarm systems, those types of things. You could speak into an Alexa or an Amazon component, and it can be hooked up to the smart box. And now you have voice control lights, voice control sounds, all of those things. As we move into the future, all of these apply, and every program that teaches this needs to have at least this included. So apply all skills according to current National Electric Code requirements and standards. Of course we do. I'd like to talk to you now about OcuWeld. This is very exciting. So those of you who watched any TV during the Christmas season, you would have seen the Oculus Quest 2. It's probably one of the most highlighted, most advertised new gadgets for the Christmas season. A lot of kids wanted this, a lot of them got it. This is a new software and technology, VR. You cannot go into a single arcade these days without seeing the new VR rides and interactive programs that they have. It's bringing up another generation with that next step in technology. So it's only fitting that we bring this into the classroom. So our students are going to have complete access to the OcuWeld training environment, included as part of the curriculum. Every student gets one of these. It's part of their toolkit that they get. We provide all the tools to the student. It's all included in tuition, and including this Oculus 2 training unit and a Smart Pad Surface Pro. Also, another great feature about this OcuWeld is the fact that it does not need Wi-Fi access to train. So I know we have some students in socioeconomically challenged environments. Internet may be, a privilege, for a lot of them. And sometimes it gets turned on or turned off. You work with these kids. So it's good to know that as long as they have electricity and they can charge this thing, they will have access to their classroom. Though hands-on training is extremely important. I'm going to show you a video that's going to better introduce this Oculus 2 innovation training and platform. We do offer currently 19 different modules covering TIG, MIG, stick, flux core, and more. And I love the remote capability of this. I'm going to let the video speak for itself.
Tech Education Group is the parent company for Tulsa Welding School, which is the largest accredited welding school in the country, and Refrigeration School Inc., RSI Inc., which is the largest accredited HVAC school in the country. So we focus strictly on skilled trades, return on investment, short-term programs, getting students in and out, and making a great salary when they get out. Our vision at Stratitech is to be the leader of integrating technology into skilled trades education. When COVID first happened, we weren't doing anything off-site with skilled trade. We'd always said, hey, look, skilled trades, you got to be able to do it. However, there's a lot of practice that happens, and we started thinking, all right, what can we do? How can we do this? OcuWeld was the brainchild of my welders, and we were looking at how can we do this off-site, so they combine using the Oculus with welding software.
So OcuWeld is a virtual reality welding simulator that is designed from the ground up by welders for welders. And OcuWeld uses the Oculus Quest 2 virtual reality device. It's a consumer device, it's broadly available. OcuWeld has 19 lessons of content currently, and we plan to add more. And what we're really proud about is the fact that OcuWeld is the first really truly consumer available virtual reality simulator. So what OcuWeld is going to do for our students is not only change the game in terms of the way that we educate them, but change the way that they think about a career in the skilled trades.
You know, the beauty of OcuWeld is you do not need to have Wi-Fi to access this. Maybe if you don't have internet at home, or maybe you're traveling, you don't have any internet connection, you can still practice welding. You know, when you put this headset on, everything is three-dimensional. It's all 3D. When you get into this simulator, you feel like you're in a welding lab. Whenever you're learning a skilled trade or a hands-on trade, it takes muscle memory, it takes practice, and more practice, right? Now, with OcuWeld, they're gonna be able to go home and really just enhance that autonomy and really just make that learning curve so much quicker. Hi, my name is Alex DeClaire. I'm the Director of Training for Stratitech Education Group and also one of the designers of OcuWeld. This was made for welders, by welders, and I can't wait to get in the hands of welders nationwide.
Okay, we also have something else exciting. And again, these tools are going to be emailed to you tomorrow morning. Lee Doubleday is going to send you this entire presentation, and it's going to include these video links. Please share them with your students. On YouTube, we just launched the 3rd season of TWS Top Welder, Tulsa Welding School Top Welder Season 3. In honor of National Women's Month, and also highlighting the fact that our female population is growing quickly in the skilled trades. This is a really cool video. It's an intro, a promo to let you know about this Top Welder series. We had our top TikTok influencers, women who are welders, go ahead and pair up with one of our lead instructors at each campus, and we set them loose. And so it's an exciting season, something definitely to follow and watch on YouTube. Here's the preview. So that's just a lot of fun. A lot of students have started following us due to this, because they themselves, as you know, I'm sure you've all heard, probably at least 3 out of 5 students say that their career goal, they're going to be an influencer. So just want you to know, we have, as you saw, one of those female contestants on there. It was a high school teacher, just like you guys, high school teacher, a counselor that actually does weld, and she has her own following on social media. It's kind of fun. So why Tulsa Welding School? Besides the fact that we're the largest accredited welding school in the nation, there's a reason for that. It's because we take our time and we do it right. Everything is going to be about the student experience. And it begins where training ends, and that's employment. So as Lee graciously pointed out, we do have 3 Tulsa welding schools here in the nation. I represent Houston. I have a team of over 12 of us that can be dispersed at any time across Texas that we can come to you, and we can certainly do a in-class presentation or senior assemblies. I'm going to get into that just a little bit more, but right now I want to talk about our employment rates. It's time to brag a little bit. So right now across all 3 campuses, 89% are currently employed, full-time employment rate after their time with Tulsa Welding School. And that's all across 3 campuses. Our current rate in Houston is 91%, and we're very, very proud of that. Training partnership with Amazon, this is huge. We are a private school. We are not the traditional route, and that's a good thing. It has allowed us to actually partner and become the #1 preferred trainer for the company of Amazon, and mostly all of us in here probably either have an order just placed today with Amazon or are still waiting on packages from Amazon. So they're very well known, and I like the notoriety that comes with that. It certainly is an accomplishment and helps us stand out among the competition. No unrelated courses. This is big for students. A lot of them are, when they complete their high school career, they're looking for something they can sink their teeth into, get hands-on experience that's related to what they're going to be doing in the field. This satisfies that hunger. Shorter length of curriculum, get in, get it done, get out, get working. Private schools can teach industry innovations immediately. All of you guys on this call can relate to this. The endless red tape that goes through something that's a good idea and implementing it now to stay on top of trends that can benefit these students. We don't have that red tape. So it is an advantage for us and for our students going through our programs. Career assistance during school and after graduation for those in good standing. So this is not an option for anyone attending Tulsa Welding School. If you're sending students to us, it needs to be clear that they will be working at the end of their program. This is something that we work hard with them, that as soon as they start, the individualization will come out of their training, meaning which part of the industry are they wanting to go into according to their program? What about their skill set? How quickly are they learning it? It's going to open a lot of options for individualized discussions. Our career service team is second to none all across the nation. We have students in every state right now, working in every single state across the nation. We've got local companies, we've got state companies, national brands, and those that travel around the world. We are going to be able to find something that fits your student, their personality, their goals for their own life, personally and professionally. Student body consists of students with related interests. This is important. The type of student that we're looking for tends to be the one that doesn't run so much with the social crowd. Some do, but many don't. They're unique. They're hands-on learners. They don't usually fit the mold. And what's great about that is when they come to Tulsa Welding School, they're going to be amongst their own kind. Those of like mind and heart, those that have the same ambitions, the same type of talent and skill sets, it's going to be a beautiful fraternity of friendship for life for them. Practical hands-on training. Students will learn by doing. All programs are hands-on to give the students the best real-world training opportunities possible, because real employers are looking at them quickly. And tuition-free graduate retraining. A lot of skilled trade schools are going to say they offer free graduate retraining. That may mean their time, but a lot of them also mean that when they come back, they usually have to pay for their materials, like their plate, their sticks, there are different things that they need in order to come in and retrain. When we say free, we mean it. It's complimentary. If you invested with us, we're invested with you for life, which means that any job, your first, second, third, fourth job, you need to come back or learn a new position because you're moving or you want a different field, that you're able to come back and retrain at no cost to you for the rest of your life. And that is our commitment to our students. Also, now what's in it for you? Tools for you. This is very, very exciting. Myself and my dynamic team of high school representatives are trained and ready to come assist you, bring information not only to the senior population, but also to assist you as counselors, as teachers, as leaders in education in your community to know what's going on currently in these fields and understand the real opportunities that come with these skilled trades, licenses, and certifications. So we can come to you. Like I said, we've got 12 people ready to go. to come conduct a senior assembly for you. A lot of you right now have two groups of students. You've got the committed students and the uncommitted students. We want to be there to assist you, to help you meet your metrics, make sure every student out there knows exactly what's available to them, so that we can come alongside you and assist you with your goals. We can also do in-class presentations at any time. All of my reps are mobile and they are able to come to you. Something else I'd like to offer you, if you are in the greater Houston area or a certain drivable distance from the campus, let's say within 50 to 60 miles around the campus, we have some exciting news for you. We are offering field trips where we could have a bus outside of your school ready to pick up your students. Any students who have elected to come and take a look at Tulsa Welding School, our HVAC programs or refrigeration technology, we can put them on a bus and get them to our campus. There's nothing like being there, meeting the instructors, seeing demos in real world time, and just really getting a feel for what it is to be a Tulsa Welding School future grad. We can also, uniquely to Houston campus only, you'll see on the screen, we have invested in a mobile welding unit. This brings 4 welding booths directly to you. We have a CWI, certified welding instructor, that comes to your high school, to where your students are, and they will set up in the parking lot of the school. So just to give you a hypothetical, I come out and I do a senior assembly with you. Kids have 3 options. Either they're going to be very interested, somewhat interested, and not interested at all. The ones who are not interested, great, they can go back to class. At least they've been educated about another opportunity. They can refer a friend that they know who could fit it. But the ones who are really interested or somewhat interested, we could have this trailer outside waiting on you guys. So when that assembly is done, they can come right out, get their hands on it, and say, yes, this is for me or not. So this is a field trip scenario that comes to you, or we can offer a field trip where you come to us. And again, all these tools are available to you at no cost to you. So we're excited to partner with you on that. So important information. So we do accept the FAFSA, meaning the Title IV funding package does apply to our school. And I know all of you work hard with your students, already having them fill out a FAFSA. So all you would need to do is help them add this school code, which is 015733. You are getting this presentation, so you don't need to scramble for a pen. But if you get your phones out, you can take a picture of this. Upcoming events, very important that you get on our social media, you like us, you follow us, so that you always know when the next open house is. Right now, I'm providing that information to you. Next open house is Wednesday, April 6th, 3 to 7 for high schoolers, as well as Saturday, April 9th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is also for you as a counselor, as a teacher. Gather your students up, bring them out. This is, we craft this whole thing, and all of campus leadership will be there. You're going to get to meet career services, student services. You're going to get to ask questions, see demos, actually get your hands on it for HVAC, RT, and welding. And so now I'm going to turn it back over to Lee. Thank you so much for your time. And I just have to end by saying that as a community leader, as a director at Tulsa Welding School, and most importantly, as a mother, all of our counselors and our teachers are essential. Without you, the world stops. I've been a witness to that in the last 2 years, and I just want you to know I'm truly grateful. Thank you, Lee, for the time.
All right, thank you. And we are now going to open this up for the Q&A portion of our presentation. I'm also going to throw up a poll question. If you would like some more information on the field trip ideas, or maybe even the remote welding booth coming to your high school, please indicate so on the poll so that we know who to reach out to after this is over. All right, Erica, the first question. This person wants to know if you offer housing, or do you assist students with housing if they're coming from out of town?
Absolutely. Great question. Most of our students come to Tulsa Welding School from all over the nation. Yes, the answer is yes, we do. It's through EduRent, and EduRent is actually going to be present at our open house. So I encourage you to come out there. We're happy to send that information in more detail to you for anyone who's requesting it. But EduRent is a great organization that has partnered with local apartment complexes near and within a certain radius around the campus, making it possible to be affordable. They usually only charge student dorm pricing, as you would see at a typical four-year university. So it's very affordable. And we also offer relocation scholarships to students that help them with their deposit. So I would love to get that information to anyone looking for it.
Great. Okay. And the next question, I think you had touched upon this, but can you reiterate your accreditation?
Yes, absolutely. So we are accredited. Let me go. Can you go back up to the top slide? Is
Yeah,
that possible,
it's
Lee?
the ACCSC accreditation.
It
It's,
is included in the presentation, but yes, ACCSC, and so that they can see it. I don't
Yep.
know if, because my screen's kind of black. Just let me know when
Yep.
you get there.
Yeah. Yeah, so
There you go. So anyone who wants to take a picture of that, I did kind of go
Okay.
fast through these slides.
no worries, no worries. Yeah, so you are nationally accredited. You've been around for a long time, and you've been training students to enter the workforce in welding and in HVAC and electrical and refrigeration, which is great.
Yes, since 1949 too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, a long time.
That's a great question.
Okay, so the last question, this person wants to know if there are GPA or SAT requirements in order to attend Tulsa Welding School.
That's a great question. The answer is no. We do not require the ACT or SAT in order to attend Tulsa Welding School. They need to have graduated high school and be able to show proof of graduation, and they have to be eligible to work in the United States. From there, if they meet those two qualifications, what we do is we set up an interview for the student and their parents. It is required that the parent is a part of this process, and we want to determine that you're a good fit for us and we're a good fit for them. But if any student knows that this is their calling, this is what they want to do, we're going to find a way to make it work for them.
Great. And do you bring the Oculus to any of the presentations that are done at the school?
Ooh, good question. So in Houston, this is rolling out in April. We do currently have Oculus Quest 2s. It just has to be programmed. It just arrived at our campus, and I am currently securing them for every single one of our reps. But if you specifically want this there, we do have one that can be given to a rep and they can bring it to you. You can put it on the heads of your kids. That would be super
I
fun.
think that would be pretty cool, especially if you're looking for in-class presentations for your students. Having the Oculus there could be a really cool way to introduce them to it without needing to send the booth, the big truck over to the school.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very cool. All right, great. Well, just a few house cleaning items here before we close. I just want to let you all know that I have recorded this session and will be forwarding it to you tomorrow morning. We'll also be placing this session on our website, which is imagine-america.org. There is a brief exit survey when you leave this meeting. It is 4 questions long. If you wouldn't mind giving us some feedback, that would be very, very helpful as we look to continue doing these across the country. Any feedback you give us would be helpful in orchestrating upcoming presentations as well. Before closing, I just want to thank our participants for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us today. I'd also like to thank Erica for sharing with us today's presentation and encourage each of you to contact her directly with any future questions you may have. And I will include her contact information with the link to the recording of this session tomorrow morning when I send that out to you. But on behalf of the Imagine America Foundation, Imagine America, Erica, and myself, I just want to thank you all for joining us today and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.